and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I am your host Rebecca Felgate, and of course we're getting spooky because that is how we do. Today I present to you the top 10 scary things hidden in pictures you have to look at twice. Before we get into this video, I want to know if you believe in ghosts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you like our videos, please do leave a thumbs up, share them with a friend, check out the links in our description box to our sources and our most amazing Instagrams. Stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be replying to some comments. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have the fire ghost. Wildfires are pretty terrifying things, and they can and will absolutely destroy homes and livelihoods. The past few years have been particularly bad for wildfires across North America. In 2016, a wildfire swept through dry land in Idaho. The fire spread to Jeanette Cadwell's 50,000-acre land in Henry Creek. The land was visited by a fireman who told the Caldwells that they had to evacuate their ranch and that their cabins were more than likely going to burn. Mr. Caldwell snapped this picture, which his wife then shared on Facebook. We see the fire burning, then we see a fireman to the right, but what is that behind him? Jeanette wrote on the image that she shared on Facebook, check out this photo. If you look closely, you can see the fireman's guardian, which is what she called the picture. The fireman's guardian turns out to be a ghostly figure floating above the tree. Jeanette said that she loves it. Now it seems that the Caldwell's family were actually not afraid of the apparition. They think that the fireman ghost saved their property. He was like a guardian angel. Not a guardian angel, an angel or devil from your worst nightmares. At number 9, we have Slender Man. This is an image from the vault of the City of Sterling libraries. Kids are running, playing, there's one climbing a climbing frame, but oh, what is that in the background? It seems this image was found in the library vault, and we see a man under a tree creeping up behind some kids, and oh yes, he does have tentacle arms and he seems to be wearing a suit. Who could it be? Is it he? I think it might be Slender Man. You can't see any facial features, but he does look a lot like the figure in question, although he does have a bit of a hairdo on him. Is that a mullet I spy? I thought Slender Man was bald, but I'm kind of feeling him with some 80s hair. Legend has it that the photographer of this photo and all 8 children in the image have been missing since 1986. Coming in at number 8, we have the wedding guest. Oh, I know, we're absolutely all here for that fur hooded cape. I love it. The 1970s are my favourite aesthetic era. So anyway, this image is of a bunch of wedding guests amid celebrating a friend's big day. I literally could not see anything wrong with this image at all until my attention was drawn to the tall gentleman on the right leg. Shall we zoom in a little here? Oh, little feet behind him, and if we scroll up, peek-a-bloody-boo, this is horrifying. Do you want some big red circles just to highlight this point? Okay, there you go, and that's enough for me. Please remove this ghost from my life, mind, and memory forever. Coming into number 7, we have Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Okay, little side note for you. Did you know that the evil queen Snow White never actually said mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Apparently, she said magic mirror on the wall. Fact for you. Facts on facts. Anyway, here is a pretty young lady taking a selfie. We've all been there. I've certainly been there. If I had to guess a year for this picture, I would go with circa 2006. It kind of looks 2006-ish to me. I wonder what year the demon in the background is from though. What demon, Rebecca? The one in the mirror. Coming into number 6, we have Capo's forehead Hungry. Hungry doesn't get enough airtime on most amazing top 10, so I am showing you an image taken in Capo's forehead Hungary, which is around a 2.5 drive south of Budapest. Did you guys know that Hungary is a landlocked country? I never really thought about it until I was scripting this video and I googled it, and then it's like, yep, there it is, they don't have any sea. Anyway, this picture was taken in 1943, and I'm always here for a bit of 1940s vibes. It seems that the image was shared to the internet by Sitsgeti Goyongi. They said that the image is of their mum and was taken by their father. They added, a little girl is standing in the background and she has no arms or no face. They said that they thought it was a ghost or a demon and said that they have the original photograph at home, and I know what you're thinking, show us the original. Here it is! What is happening? That little girl freaks me out. Is she the child of Slender Man? She doesn't have any more arms and he has like tentacle arms, so maybe they can shoot out. My imagination runs wild when I do these videos, I need to be stopped. Coming into number 5, we have the haunted house. Some people think it's weird to take pictures of your home, but honestly, like everyone does it, right? It seems that Paul Sikuro uploaded this image to the internet after his son took it with his camera. His house is in England, and it caught the attention of British media in 2015 after this picture was taken. If you look closely at the window on the left, there is a ghostly apparition peeping out. Mr. Sikuro said, I was the only person in the house. us. We're astonished by this image, to say the least. We've lived in this house for about 15 years, and it is a former parsonage. They said that actually they have had strange experiences in the house, as had the previous owner. It certainly seems as if Paul might have caught a ghost on camera. More ghosts at number 4. We've got ghosts for days. This is the samurai ghost. When you come across an online article with the headline, "Has dismembered samurai ghost photobomb little girl's holiday photo," you know that you've actually struck internet gold. So it seems a young Canadian girl was on holiday with her family when her parents snapped a picture of her in sushi at the Kanagawa beach in Japan. Can you see anything wrong with this picture? It seems as if her father snapped the image on his Samsung Galaxy, but then spotted what looks like a pair of boots in the background. The image was shared on Reddit, and the poster said, "Nobody was around when the photo was taken, and certainly nobody was behind her." Her father took about 5 photos of her in this spot over the period of about 2 minutes. Now, one Redditor who responded said that the boots look like samurai boots, which is really odd because it seems that actually the place where the picture was taken is on the site of an ancient samurai tomb. Terrifying. More ghosts at number 3, we have the beer flood ghost. I absolutely love going to the theatre. I go to the theatre as often as I can. Often when I go to the theatre, I like to take a selfie of me and my theatre going pal. Auditorium selfies for absolute days, why not? I love it. Well, what can you see in this picture? Have you seen it yet? Yep. Oh, hello there, ghoul. What's your beef? Why are you looking so angry and cold? This fine pair's just trying to enjoy a performance of We Will Rock You and you've snuck up behind them. There is actually some backstory here and it's pretty interesting. It seems that the theatre that the pair were in is the Dominion Theatre in London. I've been a number of times. A lot of London theatres are rumoured to be haunted, and the Dominion Theatre is no stranger to a ghost story. The theatre ushers that work there will tell you that there are several apparitions, but the one in the photo is rarely spotted. Note how she's kinda blue? Well, it seems like the girl in the picture could be Eleanor Cooper, a young barmaid who drowned at the theatre back when it was a brewery in 1814. An accident at the brewery meant that 1.5 million litres of beer was spilled, flooding the brewery and nearby streets. 7 people died and she was one of them. Now, the brewery was demolished in 1922 and in its place stands the Dominion, but are some of the spirits still there? Also, drowned in beer. Gonna need to think about that for a while. This is really sad at number 2. We have Peaches Geldof. In 2013, the daughter of British rock star Bob Geldof took a picture of herself and her baby in the bath. She posted it to Instagram afterwards. Now, do you notice anything weird when you look at it? Because she certainly did. Peaches noted that something was off and she wrote this caption for her picture. "Here's a close-up shot of the mystery ghost hand in pic I took of Astela and me in the bath. No, that isn't my hand. One of mine was round his waist to hold him during the photo. The other one was holding the camera to take the shot. Also, the hand is around my shoulder, so a totally weird angle if I did it myself. How terrifying." Now, Peaches actually spoke to the Daily Mail about her experience, and she said she thinks that the hand belongs to the ghost of one of the previous occupants of the home. She said the house was built in the 1920s by a rich man and his pregnant wife. However, his wife had a stillborn baby and was so grief-stricken that she went mad. She apparently drowned herself in the bath. That sends shivers up my spine. Honestly, that could well be, but the tragedy of that home didn't end there. In 2014, Peaches was found dead in the same house, aged just 25. Finally, I want to end this video on a kind of slightly higher note, so we're going with back to school at number 1. The 7th grade is a big deal, right? My mum used to take pictures of me before my first day of school on most years. It's just great to reminisce back to those key years of my life. That is exactly what was happening for Brooke Mills as her mum took her summer is over back to school image. Actually, this literally happened yesterday as of the time of recording this video and it's gone viral. Why? Well, you'll see. Brooke from Alabama is looking really nice in her picture, but I'm sorry, what is that in the background? That's right, it's a snake. It's a literal snake. It's very camouflage, so good job, snaky friend, good job. It's kind of blending into the tree. The snake looks like its head is poised and it's actually about to go for Brooke. The image was posted on Facebook by the girl's dad and promptly went viral. Her mother spoke to WRBI News and said, "Lord, it was scary. I got 2 pictures and said, 'Show your teeth please, baby.' Then I saw the snake. I said, 'Brooke, come here.' And she looked at me like, 'I'm not done taking pictures, Mum.' So then I said, 'Brooke, get away from the tree now.' I said it calmly, but I'm sure my face said it all. Oh my goodness! So actually, I don't know what kind of snake this is, but it looks like a rattlesnake. If you know, let me know. So guys, that was the top 10 scary things hidden in pictures that you have to look at twice. What did you think to this list? Let me know in the comment section down below. Before I go, I'm gonna read some comments from the top 10 creepy toys no kid would ever want. Panic at your mum, lol. They said, did you just escape from prison? Lol. You slay that orange jumpsuit, Rebecca. Love from Massachusetts. Friend, I don't know if I'll ever escape the jail, but I'm glad that you like my jumpsuit. It always makes me feel like I want to fight crime rather than do crimes. An update from the #1 spot on the list, a roadkill cat toy. Now it had language on it that I asked you guys to translate. Nick's Lifestyle said, #1 reads Nico, cat. Funjata, it was fun. So cat, it was fun. I'm not Japanese, I study it. Right, okay, that makes it even more terrifying. Not only is there a dead cat toy out there, but it's called Cat, It Was Fun. Japan, I don't understand. Help me to understand you, because right now I just don't. Eel ice cream, dead cat toys, why? Help me. So guys, that is the end of our video. I asked you at the beginning if you believe in ghosts. Don't forget to let me know your answers to that in the comment section down below. If you haven't yet left a thumbs up, then please go ahead and do so now. Share this video with a friend, and if you're not subscribed, then join us. Join us. I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.